Whew, so yeah, like I said before, it's been a pretty crazy week, and a lot of things have happened since the last time that I streamed in relation to what I talked about last week, the whole Twitch talk about. A lot of things that I want to talk about today. So as you can see, I wrote out my notes, and not only that, I have even more notes. So, yeah, if it seems like I'm like reading a script or something, it's because I wrote super detailed notes because I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, okay. So, I think everyone knows about last week, the stuff that happened at TwitchCon. I was able to leave the venue, basically. Okay, so like intro, first thing that I want to talk about is I did see the Twitch tweet that I believe went out yesterday. I was literally in a Discord call with my friends, and they were like, "Did you see that Twitch apologized to you?" And I was like, "Wait, what?" So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is they put out that tweet. I was never apologized to privately. They put that out without like consulting me or anything. I didn't know that they were gonna do that, so that was yeah. I mean, I'm glad that, you know, they're trying to like take some level of accountability, but there's a lot of things that they didn't mention in the tweet that I feel like should have been mentioned. But anyway, more stuff's been happening behind the scenes. So I want to say that last week, everything I said on my stream was accurate, obviously, except for one thing. I was wrong about one thing. I was going over the tweet that Twitch initially put out, where they're like, "Oh yeah, this thing happened to a high-profile creator. You know, police were on site. We're cooperating with law enforcement investigations." What I was wrong about was, they were not cooperating with law enforcement investigations. I found that out on Monday when I got a phone call from the San Diego police, and they were talking to me, and they basically said, "Hey, we can't really do anything right now because they apparently know the name of the guy, but they're not giving it to us until a warrant goes through." Which, if you know anything about that stuff, it usually takes a while. Even you know, if it's expedited, which it was being expedited for me, but it still takes a lot of time. And they're like, yeah, they're refusing to give us the name, which as far as I'm aware is like a very common company thing, where they'll be, you know, they don't want to give out names of potential people involved in crimes because then like that person could maybe like sue them for giving their name to police. I don't know, something like that. That's what my lawyer said. But basically they were Twitch was trying to make sure that the guy that assaulted me didn't sue them, which meant that the police were not able to work on the case right away. So yeah, I got a call about that on, I believe it was Monday, from the San Diego police. They were like, "Yeah, we're working on the warrant, but like right now that's like all we can really do, but like we're trying our best, just like want to let you know, we're gonna keep you in the loop and everything." I was like, okay, that if I knew. And then I believe it was the next day, there was someone who, I don't know if they were a viewer or if they were just someone who like knew of the situation from social media. They contacted my manager, and they basically told her that at their place of work, someone came into their work who matched the description of the guy, and this person was saying like, "Oh, I'm, you know, traveling to Texas, and I caused like quite a stir at a TwitchCon." And this person, like, you know, reached out to my manager, reached out to police, San Diego police interviewed them. But basically what I'm trying to say is because all this stuff was delayed, this guy was able to get really far away from San Diego, allegedly. And this whole time my manager was like, basically like begging Twitch, like, "Dude, like, please give us his name. Like, we don't know who this person is. Like, for all we know, he, like, lives around where Emmy and her roommates live. Like, I can't, like, help her if, like, I don't know who this person is, and they were refusing to do it. But, after that tip from the person who said that the guy came into their workplace and was talking to him, my manager, demanded the info from Twitch. So they did end up giving it to police, but not my manager, as far as I know. She still doesn't. Yeah, so, the investigation's still going on, but it's, like, been a huge mess because of all of the delays and, like, refusal to work with the police. And yeah, it's ongoing. I can't, like, say too much about it. Like, all this that I'm saying, obviously, I, like, ran by my lawyer and stuff. And I do want you guys to know that, Melissa has been making sure that, you know, me and my roommates, who are obviously other pretty well-known girl streamers, that we have been safe here, paying for, like, security stuff, making sure we're protected. Again, my manager's been taking care of that all on her own. Twitch did not offer anything like that. And yeah, that's where it is right now, pretty much. I can't say, like, too much about what, you know, me and my lawyer are doing, but my hope is really that there's some kind of, like, public resolutions that people who, like, have seen this and, like, know about everything that's happened can feel better about it. Because, like I said, I don't feel like it's just about me. Like, it could have been anyone that it happened to, like a small streamer who's not as lucky to have the resources or, like, you know, the reach that I have. So it's very scary, and yeah, just very, very frustrating. And yeah, I don't know where that's gonna go. I'm sure that, you know, they're probably, I would speculate, not very happy with me for talking about all this, but I feel like it's not fair to keep it hidden from all the people who literally had to witness it because of Twitter and Reddit and all these things. I mean, I'm not complaining about that, obviously. You guys know I was super grateful that the guy posted it, got, you know, spread around so that I didn't have to figure out how to talk about it myself. But yeah, I'm just it's a lot. It's been really heavy this week, but obviously I've been getting a lot of support from my friends and other streamers, and obviously my manager, the people that I work with, my employees and such. But yeah, I don't want to just let this be a thing that I think that they're hoping it just blows over and gets, like, swept under the rug. I'm not gonna, you know, go live every stream and complain about it, like, oh, you know, I got done dirty. I'm not gonna do that, but I'm gonna try to the best of my ability, keep you guys updated until there's, like, some kind of resolution, you know, so. Yeah, pretty heavy, intense stuff. Yeah, it's been, sorry, I'm just looping myself now. But yeah, I would hate if, like, this kind of just went away and people were like, oh, what happened? You know, I don't know. You know, am I gonna go to TwitchCon next year and, you know, like, if something happens to me, it's gonna, you know, they're gonna try to hide it, basically. Yeah. So, there's that. Give me a second. I have some more stuff I want to talk about, but I'm trying to not, rush myself, because I'm trying my best to, like, you know, stay composed to the best of my ability, so that I can get to the information across accurately. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for, you know, support and stuff. Like, honestly, it's been shocking to me, because, I don't know. I guess, like, whenever things happen, I always just kind of expect the bare minimum outcome, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I've just been very, very thankful. Very thankful and very grateful, and I hope that, you know, whatever comes out of this makes other people feel better. But regardless, like I said, I'm done with going to TwitchCon. Probably done entirely with convention streams. I feel like it's just time, you know. And I think that's probably true for a lot of streamers. The climate has, you know, really changed. I've been on Twitch for 10 years, like, you know, I keep fucking repeating myself recently. And yeah, it's changed a lot, gone pretty big. And I think that's just, you know, the reality that you have to accept. But, you know, maybe it's not a bad thing, because, you know, you can go back to rotting playing games in your room. It's not so bad, right? Retirement? No. Not retirement. Definitely not. Because I'm the kind of person, I'll never give up. You're not gonna make me give up. So, yeah. Oh. Fortunately, I'm not done yet. Like I said. But just give me a bit. Was worried you were gonna quit? No. And I don't think I'm gonna go to any other platforms because, I mean, first of all, where would I go? And second of all, I really think that, you know, this is something that was just, I mean, this is just me, you know, being optimistic, but I feel like it was just a case of, like, you know, we didn't realize that these things could happen, and we obviously don't want them to happen, and, like, you know, things will be better. And I mean, I'm not gonna leave you guys because of, you know, something that someone else did. I mean, yeah, there's like other places that, you know, I upload content, but Twitch is like really my home. That's why through all of this, I feel like most people, you know, I mean, I did make a tweet, but like it was probably like 10% of what I needed to say. A lot of people make a tweet, make a YouTube video. That's why I've chosen to do all of this live and like raw, because it's just what I'm most comfortable with and what I've always done. So yeah. Oh, sorry, my like emotional voice is so ugly. Yeah. I don't know. It's just crazy. I just never thought things like this would happen, or I'd ever be doing a stream like this. It just feels very strange because it's just very out of my element. I've never really, like, for the most part, commented on drama or like self-inserted in situations, but I guess in this situation I'm kind of like stuck in the middle of it against my will. So it's like if I don't do it, who else is gonna do it? I'm just gonna take a second. Sorry, I've said that like 4 times, but this is it's a lot. I hate drama streams. Me too, man. Bro, like, I could have come home. I could have worked on beating Cinna and Clint's fucking Mega Bonk scores. Now look what I have to do. So fucking annoying. I had to cancel my plans. Which reminds me, I don't think there's gonna be a Halloween stream this year. I don't think that's realistic with kind of the vibes of things right now. But I mean, is anyone gonna be mad at me if I do, like, you know, like a Halloween in November thing? Or I mean, there's always next year, right? Oh. Yeah. It's just crazy, but I mean, thank you guys for listening to me. listening to me talk and complain. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it. So, the next thing, at the end of my last stream, I said that when I got home, I would be talking about some other things that I really, really did not want to talk about, but I feel like those things, developing independently of their own from the TwitchCon incident, have gone to a point where I kind of feel like I have no choice. So, I've already seen a lot of people people have been right, but even for the people who were right, they were only like 5 to 10% right. I don't think I've seen a single person online who knew or understood